today, and I want to talk about the destructive emotions that actually disguise themselves as virtues. They disguise themselves as good things. They disguise themselves as compassion, as sympathy, as care, concern. They can even disguise themselves as love. Because what you know, because you're an adult, is this, that what we consider nice, and being nice sometimes isn't really all that nice. And what we consider caring doesn't always feel caring. And love, if you're really going to love somebody, it doesn't always feel loving. And what love actually requires of us can feel like anything but love. Now, if you're a parent, you know this, because at some point, every parent has to make their child hate them, or just about hate them, right? If you're going to be a good parent, at some point, you have to do something that makes your child so mad, they may even say at some point, Mom, I hate you, or Dad, I hate you. And you have to be willing to face that fury and deal with that fury in order to do the right thing. And in that moment, it doesn't feel like love, and it doesn't feel like care. It feels like the opposite. Or if you were raised with good parents, you were on the receiving end of this. Your parents did things, perhaps in some seasons of your life, that made you hate them. You were so angry with them. And then you look back and you think, wow, I'm so glad they did. Because sometimes care doesn't feel caring, and sometimes love doesn't feel loving. But here's where this interfaces with our lives as adults. Fear of rejection, discomfort with conflict. Some of you are conflict averse. Apprehension around confrontation. These are emotions that basically disguise themselves as what? As sensitivity and concern, when in fact, they're just fear, discomfort, and apprehension. And I already know the answer to this question, but I'll ask it anyway. Do you want fear and discomfort and apprehension to be the boss of you? No. Do you want fear, discomfort? Oh, I can't do that. It makes me uncomfortable. I can't do that because it just makes me a little nervous. Do you want those things to be the boss of you? No. And here's the challenge, especially for those of us who are Jesus followers. In order to love other people, in order to be for other people what other people need us to be for them, as we're going to see in a second, in order to be for other people what Jesus actually calls and commands us to be, we have to recognize fear for what it is, discomfort for what it is, our fear of engaging in things that are uncomfortable for what it is, call those emotions out and say, you know what, fear, you're not going to be the boss of me. Apprehension, you're not going to be the boss of me. And so I'm going to do what I need to do for the sake of this other person, even though it doesn't feel good to me right now. Here's what I just want to say to you. Please don't let your emotions keep you from doing what you know you need to do. Somebody needs to hear from you. Their future may depend on it. Somebody needs to hear from you. And there are no guaranteed outcomes, and you don't do this because you know it's going to work. You do this because Jesus commanded you to do it. Right before Jesus was arrested, he said, guys, I'm just giving you one command, just one. This is it. You don't have 10, just one command. And the command is this: you are to love others as I have loved you. And that's all this is. This is simply doing for others what God through Christ has done for us. This is just one more way to love the way that we have been loved. Love is not silent. Love speaks up. Let love, the love of God and God's love for you, be the boss of you. You will never regret that. And you have no idea the difference it might make in somebody's life.